going on, everybody? If you're all caught up with the last video, you would know that I'm supposed to be at a drift event tomorrow. Right now it is Friday. It is right after work. It's like 7 p.m. I've got to make that 3-hour drive and then get to the event. So my steering shaft has a lot of play in it, so we're gonna weld it to the rack real quick. After that, I will get on the road. So see you guys there. All right, so I am currently editing the video. I just want to let you guys know now, I really do apologize. Timeline's going to be all kind of wonky and messed up. This car kept me up till almost 3 in the morning every single night the week leading up to the event, just with issues, and I've never done a clutch and stuff before, so it was just really challenging to try to get it to the event. A lot of things might seem out of order. I will try to have some clips in there here and there just to kind of explain what's going on. But yeah, we couldn't weld the steering shaft to it because there's a little plastic O-ring on the bottom of it that wouldn't weld. So I actually took a steering shaft out of the subframe from another Z that me and the boys have, and then put that in my car. I didn't get on the road until like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I didn't get to Fargo till about 2. Fell asleep at about 4 in the morning. And after that, then this is what we got. Believe it or not, we are at the gate. The Z actually did make it. We're good to go. We are getting the tech inspection. I'll be out and ready to drive. So that you guys just saw, that was my first lap ever on track. I'm like 3 runs in, feeling pretty good. Just gonna keep doing the same layout for now, and then I'll switch it up maybe toward the end of the day. Maybe try to get closer to some walls. We'll see what goes on. So there was my very first run on track. Super stoked on it. I didn't get a whole lot of clips of me drifting, or they're just kind of all the same thing. I didn't end up running any other layouts. Next up is just gonna be kind of a montage of me driving, some other great drivers out there driving, and yeah, there were 75 different drivers on Saturday. We had 2 different classes. They actually moved me up from group 2 into group 1 because I was linking the track almost every time. Group 1 was just more tandems and stuff like that. I had a couple guys that asked me if I wanted a tandem, and I obviously said no. My first time on track. So cue the montage. At this point, the track day was over. It was a phenomenal experience. I had so much fun and I can't wait to do it again. I got a next event coming up early July is when that one's gonna be another party day, kind of like today. Like I said, didn't film too much just because how tired I was. Here's just a little couple clips of me taking the Z home and showing you how packed it was. Alright, so the very last thing I wanted to go over real quick was just the whole mod list for the car and kind of what I had to do to get it ready for the drift day, the things that I would spend a lot more money on, and the things that I wouldn't buy again. First thing that I wanted to go over on the car was what it is. So this is a 2003 Nissan 350Z. This would have the DE engine is what it's called. These ones actually don't really have too many problems, a couple little maintenance things you have to do, and here's what I did. First thing up is the maintenance and the engine mods. So engine mods I'm going to do first. All that's done to this car, it's a completely stock DE. It has the JWT pop charger on it. It has the Cusco strut bar. It has these reservoir socks, which is a requirement at my local track that I have. It's also got 2 more reservoirs sitting back in here that it has done to it too. Then I have a ISR Y pipe and ISR blast pipes. Other than that, engine is completely stock. One thing too that I forgot to mention in the engine bay, and something that is a requirement for Z's almost, is this aluminum radiator. So I currently have a Mishimoto aluminum radiator. I have 2 electric fans down in there too that are tied to a switch inside the car. Mishimoto's a great company. Only thing I recommend is do not use Mishimoto's radiator cap. They're known to blow apart and just not hold pressure very well. I'd recommend either getting a Koyo rad or just getting a Michelin using the factory cap. Second thing I want to go over is the maintenance that I did to this car. So I really didn't do much. I did VCT solenoid gaskets on it. I did valve cover gaskets on it. I switched from the plastic ones from factory over to an actual cast valve cover. It's a very common problem on these things. I did spark plugs. I did upper lower plenum gaskets and injector O-rings, and that's it. Next thing you might be wondering is what is done to the suspension for this car. So the car does not have anything done to it up front at all as for suspension arms. And the back actually only has 1 adjustable arm on it. So I have BC BR coilovers. BC Racing makes them. It is their entry-level coilover that anybody can buy. It's the cheapest one that they have, and it's not custom at all. I bought those straight out of the box. I did Voodoo rear bucket deletes. I'll put a picture on the screen. There's 2 different styles of coilovers for the Z. I would recommend going with the true coilovers. And then I also have, I don't know if you can see them with how dark it is. It has Brembo brakes on it in the rear. Also has Brembos on it in the front, and those are factory Brembos actually. My car did not come with them, but they're OEM 350Z G35 Brembos. I also have some Volk Racing 18x9.5 wide wheels and some Ironman iMove Gen 2s for tires. I run a squared setup while I slide it. It is a 245/40/18 for anyone that's curious. Now for the interior of the car, the stuff that you don't need for the most part. So steering wheel setup, I have a Vertex steering wheel. I have a tilt hub that's on here too. It's kind of hard to see in the dark, I apologize. And then a Bull Boost short hub. So basically, wheel tilts up and down. This little red lever, you pull it, tilts it all the way up. Now I wouldn't recommend this setup for a Z, as to tilt it all the way up, it actually hits on the factory gauge cluster. So unfortunately, I can't really recommend this. I absolutely love how it looks and everything though. Now onto the seats. I have a Garage Thrash Racing Halo bucket seat on this side. I have Buddy Club sliders for seat rails, and then I have Buddy Club 4-point harnesses on it. That is all connected to the Graffiti Motorsports K harness bar, and I have a Holley fire extinguisher mount and just a 2-pound fire extinguisher from Menards. Back to the outside of the car. Now this is completely useless. You do not have to do a single mod that I have to the outside of the car. So it came with this Cybon carbon hood. It's all faded and stuff. I really need to buff it. Came with a One Carbon Tech carbon fiber roof. And it came with a Cybon carbon fiber hatch as well. A Nismo V2 carbon wing. Now it also does have these JDM taillights that I bought for the car. Has a KBD rear spats on it, factory fog light bezels, KBD side skirts on it. They're the bendy ones if you've ever seen them. GK Tech Ganador rep, so I actually backed into my garage and I was doing brakes on the car, and so I had to get some new mirrors. Spec D headlights are super cheap, and I think they look really good on the car. And the KBD bumper. For the outside too, I also have 2 bash bars. I have one of them in the front, one of them in the rear. Those are both made by Njuku and Faction Fab. This is the KBD bumper that I was talking about too. It is completely flexible. See it bowing out right there. And I'll put a clip of me actually slamming this into a dirt wall. As for transmission and driveline stuff, what does this car have? So all it has a factory limited slip diff that is welded now. It has some polyurethane diff bushings. It has the JWT lightweight flywheel, which I would highly recommend if you guys have a track car. I absolutely love how it performed after I put that in. It has a JWT full face clutch, Torque Solutions trans mount, ISR cross member, and then I'm gonna have a W brace going in the car soon too. Just gives a little bit more stiffer chassis. I also have the Voodoo rear bucket deletes and then the BCs if you count those chassis again as well. Now, one other thing I have in this car that is kind of a little bit of a secret that I have in it. So this car has a full sound system in it. So these front speakers are a factory or some 6.5s. I put some kicker 6.5s there. These back speakers on the speaker tower that are under the harness bar, those are typically 5.5s. I converted those to 6x9s. I have a Kenwood radio with wired Apple CarPlay on it. I have Pioneer tweeters. And this car, believe it or not, actually has 2 subs in it. One of them is located right behind my seat. The other one's in the spare tire wall. I also still do have AC on the car. I would highly recommend keeping AC on your drift car if you actually want to drive it and enjoy the car. It makes it so great on grid to just sit there, listen to music with 2 subs going, and to have AC running through the car. Absolutely phenomenal. Alrighty, now things I would do differently to the car and things that I would not buy. So I wouldn't do the carbon fiber thing. It's not my thing personally. I'm more of a fiberglass or like an OEM kind of guy. Carbon's cool, sets the Z apart from a lot of other Zs that are on the track, which I like, but it's just not really my thing. The next one I already kind of briefly went over, but I would not buy this tilt hub again. I would have just gotten a quick release. As cool as the Thrash Halo seat is too, it is so inconvenient to daily in. If it was my choice again, I would get some Bride Low Maxes just like this. Only thing I would do is I would do reclinables. These are both fixed back bucket seats. Can't move them around at all. They're just into the rails. So you can kind of see right here a couple different adjustments points that you have on the seat brackets, but that is all. I would get reclinable bucket seats instead of these. I love the BCs on the car. The front is like the perfect height right now. I even might want to raise it a tiny bit. The rear is where I have a problem with the BCs. So out of the box with no swing strings or anything, this is actually completely maxed out. I cannot go lower from this point. Also, I would probably custom spec some springs out. It's a little bit soft. I'll actually show you guys 2 pictures of before and after dampening adjustment on the car here. And yeah, it's just, it's a little bit soft for my taste, but other than that, I absolutely love how they ride and how they drive. So this is no fault to the car itself. I absolutely love the Z platform. I've had a couple of S chassis and a BRZ over the last couple years that I kind of learned to drift on. It's my first Z chassis car. And I still do really like it, but it does feel a little bit heavy to me. Then again, I do have the full interior in it and stuff too. But I maybe would have gone with a little bit lighter of a chassis, but can't really beat the reliability of the VQ and can't beat how these drive just straight out of the box. Other than that though, the car makes a phenomenal drift car. Makes a pretty decent car to drive to work and back too. It's not too uncomfortable. So very, very happy with it. Just a couple things I'd do differently.